Whoa, major news here from the PRI show, guys. IHRA was teasing a big one at 4:30 here on Friday. They just broke it. Are you ready for this? IHRA, who has made a whole lot of noise over the last couple days, has just announced that they have purchased Maple Grove Raceway. This was one of NHRA's strongest turnouts last year. That place was packed. I've always told you, as a Pennsylvania boy, man, listen, they're clapping right now. Ralph Shaheen from Speed Sport announces it. Unbelievable. So there's some things we got to talk about here, though, and I hope you guys give me your input and your suggestions down below, because I am going to look at this as an optimist, like I always have, and wave those pom-poms and say, congratulations, IHRA. Let's keep this thing going. I did that the moment I rolled into Columbus, Ohio, because that was a track that I was there during COVID, and the place was falling over. I mean, Daryl has bought it. Daryl's pumping a whole lot of money into it. He is really reviving racing, and I think it is super awesome. But let's talk about some questions, some serious questions that I have as we continue on down this vein. Let's head on over to the IHRA booth. Now, what IHRA did this weekend is they announced they're going to be involved in like 8 different forms of racing. The reason this gives me pause is I know how hard it is to make drag racing work, especially in this day and age. As we've said in our other videos, live event attendance outside of the NFL is down for just about everybody. Why? We live in an ADD world. We have smartphones, we have YouTube, we have TikTok, we have Facebook. It's hard to get people out. It's possible, but it's hard in this day and age. Now, that being said, the fact that IHRA is getting involved in so many other things, one half of me applauds them. The other half of me wonders, are they spreading themselves too thin? They are now involved in drag boat racing, stock car racing, snowmobile racing, pro pulling. Some people have called them the new Lucas. Well, listen, guys, I worked at Lucas, and I can tell you right now, Lucas didn't own this many series. Lucas sponsored a lot of series. They did own some series, which if you talk to those people at Lucas, they'll tell you that it was a ton of work and takes way more resources than you would ever believe. But take a look at some of these pamphlets over here, guys. If we sneak in right here, hey Jeff, how you doing? Look at all these. Look at all these pamphlets. This is the stock car series, the snowmobile series, the power boat series. Okay, let's not forget about that one. Outlaw boat series, unbelievable, and the sportsman series, pro pulling series, stock car series, super cool. All right, so here's my question as a realist. As I told you, I support the sport. I support NHRA. I support IHRA. I will ask the tough questions. The tough question I have is, what is the plan to make money? Because there has to be a plan to make money if anything's going to be successful long term. And that's a lot of great businessmen friends in my Rolodex smartening me up and calling me. And I had the opportunity to interview Daryl Cuddle himself. And I want to hopefully sit down with Daryl for a longer interview. We're going to reach out. I know Daryl does not like doing many interviews. He will tell you that. He is not a media person, but what he's doing is pretty newsworthy. So hopefully we could sit down with Daryl long form, because when I interviewed him in Columbus, and I told him straight up off camera, I said, what you're doing is amazing. You're like Santa Claus right now. You're the Iceman delivering ice to all these racers. I said, the big fear that racers have is what's going to happen if you decide to go away? What's going to happen if the money stops flowing? What's going to happen if, let's be honest, not speaking to Daryl, but in general, how many wealthy guys have we seen get involved in a certain form of motorsports and then maybe just get bored and move on? Well, I asked Daryl what the long-term vision is, and Daryl said the vision is so big, I can't talk about it here. So it's a very big vision, clearly. I wonder from a business standpoint, is the vision to have events with 20, 30, 40,000 spectators? Is the vision to have a membership base like NHRA that's going to help support a racing organization? That's what I wonder. Or is it something that is unforeseen that we just don't know about? But I do know this, for any business to survive long term, it's got to be profitable. It doesn't have to be profitable right away, but right now, IHRA is spending a whole lot of money on a whole lot of things. And I know what they're doing in the stock car world now. They love, let me tell you the downside of this, and this is just boots on the ground reporting. They're paying huge money, I think $2 million purse in the stock car series. Some of the small tracks don't like that because they're struggling and they're saying, man, how are we going to get these guys to come out and run for $1,000 on a Saturday night paying that. So we're at a very interesting spot, with motorsports. It's exciting. Now I'm gonna be the optimist, because Michael Balch, my friend who runs Top Fuel Harley, and we've never accused Michael Balch of being a long-term thinker. I ran all this by him, and he said, I don't care. I'm gonna enjoy it while it lasts. And that, for everybody involved in the sport, I think that is a great attitude to have. But I ask you, what in the world is going on here? Another thing I'd like to talk about too is, what about all these tracks that we were told were never coming back again, like Commerce, like Memphis, like West Palm Beach, and now they're all rumored to return. Topeka, ADCO, all these tracks. Here's what I think happened. And I got to give it to one of my great friends, because he says right now the word to describe where we're at in motorsports is a reset. We had this COVID era where things got shut down, and then we saw a massive, massive land boom, okay? Because of that, a lot of track owners were forced to take offers, better offers for their race facilities, to turn them into distribution centers, to turn them into condos, to turn them into all kinds of different things. Well, now what are we seeing? The housing market is starting to come back to life. A lot of these developments that were supposed to happen on top of racetracks fell through. You know, like West Palm, for instance. You guys down there can comment down below. That was supposed to be a Walmart distribution center, and I think they ran into some type of storm water issue down there, red tape, and it never happened. So we have a drag strip sitting idle that could be rescued. Talked a lot about Commerce today. Remember, NHRA sold Atlanta Dragway, and I was told it was going to be condos immediately. Well, now what I hear, there are condos up against the back of the staging lanes, but it's still an operable racetrack, right? So Commerce could potentially come back. Topeka, we heard Topeka was gone. I heard there was a property tax issue and all kind of stuff going on. As we continue, look at that, there's the Spider-Man. How about that? Spider-Man, Larry McBride, good to see him walking by. Hi, IHRA, how you guys doing? Big announcement.
How are you?
Big announcement, guys. How about that? They are excited.
Come to Atlanta.
Come to, hey, that's what we just, what's going on with Commerce? You hear anything?
Well, I'm a tool dealer in Commerce. I need y'all to come to Atlanta.
Okay, good stuff. Well, that's what we want. Thank you very much. That's what we want. We want the tow truck back. We want Commerce back. It is all good, ladies and gentlemen. It is all good. So here's what I'm trying to say. It's an exciting time. It's a little bit of a scary time, in that I'm sure Daryl Cuttle is a smart businessman, major electrical contracting company. We're hearing one of his biggest clients, Elon Musk, world's richest man. Shout out. There is Daryl right there. But we just wonder, what is the long-term plan here? And I certainly hope Daryl and his team are here for years to come. I invite everybody to come out and support them, and I want to know your thoughts down below on what you think about this. Shout out IHRA. I was talking about you right there. Congratulations. Maple Grove Raceway. Congratulations. Maple Grove Raceway. She's excited. That's the new president of IHRA right there. And guys, it's an exciting time. So we got a lot to talk about. Big breaking news. If you didn't hear me, IHRA, now the owners of Maple Grove Raceway. What the heck else will Mr. Daryl Cuttle buy? I tip my cap to him. A successful man. He clearly loves this sport like we do. He's picking up Don Garlitz and Shirley Muldowney at every single event. But in closing, where are we at here in motorsports? Where are we headed? I think what Daryl's doing, listen, I'm a big NHRA fan too. As I have dug in, I don't like the way NHRA is run. I think it's run like a government agency, and that needs to be rectified somehow. The fact that it's a not-for-profit with a board and people that really can't make decisions and people that are out there just kind of trying to keep their job. Right now, Daryl Cuttle can make decisions because he is the sole owner of IHRA. I root for both these to survive, both these to push each other to new heights, and I think that's what will happen. When race series compete, us, the fan, wins. I just hope there's a plan. We know NHRA's made it 75 years. I hope there is a plan for the IHRA to make it a long, long time. And being that Daryl's a smart businessman, I gotta believe there is. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Big breaking news. IHRA buying Maple Grove Raceway. More coming. Well, guys, as for now, it is game on. Game on, ladies and gentlemen. NHRA gearing up for its 75th season. Let me know your thoughts down below. It will be game on.